Good day, everybody. Socialization. And what is socialization, especially as it references organizations? Well, there's a belief that we should socialize new employees into the workplace, that we should train them on the culture of the organization and how they should adapt to the way in which the organization operates. Unfortunately, this could be catastrophic in some organizations. The reason we may hire from outside the organization is to ensure that new ideas and new processes are brought into the organization. These aspects really make an organization better, or some people think. There's two sides of the coin in regards to socialization, and it starts with the new hire orientation. So during this process, the organization will tell the new employees how the operation of the organization works. They'll talk about the processes, the flows, and importantly, the policies and procedures. They try to indoctrinate an employee into the way this organization has worked. And for most organizations, there was a time when they were successful. As a result, they want new employees to learn about the success, to learn about what it took to be a success. And here's the first, probably error, or at least significant issue with new employee orientations and socializations. And that is, what worked yesterday may not work today, and it almost certainly will not work tomorrow. So to train people on how to operate on a past that no longer exists may not be the most beneficial thing to do for new employees. In fact, the reason we often hire new employees from outside the organization, is because we're looking for something different, something new, something unique, something that may not exist within the organization. So what should we do in regards to new employee orientations and some type of indoctrination that we want to put employees through? Well, first, we should really talk about how we expect employees to operate. In other words, what are the expectations of employees in general? I've always said there's three, which is to work hard, be likable, and overcome obstacles or challenges. It's a good start, and you're really not teaching somebody or training somebody to do something that they shouldn't be doing at every job they had in every organization that they've had. That's a good start. We should talk about what made the organization successful, be open to modify that into what makes the organization successful in the future. We should not necessarily train employees on how to act within the organization and how to act just like others in the organization. We should train an employee on how we expect them to work, the type of work that we expect them to do. But importantly, don't tell them how to think. That is maybe the most important aspects of orientations. We hire people for their mind. And the world really operates based on the ability of somebody to think better than somebody else. It's hard to train somebody how to think, but you can train them how not to think. Rules and regulations, in fact, is just another word for no. The more rules and more regulations, the more that organizations don't do very much. That's why in the public sector, our government, we tend to have a lot of rules. You really don't have to accomplish much. You just have to make sure they follow the rules. In the private sector, businesses that operate on profit, they have to make money, and if they don't, they can certainly go out of business. And so new employee orientations, socialization, if you will, has some positive expectations and outcomes. They can train employees on how the organization operates without necessarily requiring new employees to operate in the same manner. We expect employees to bring new ideas that will help propel the organization to different heights, to create a future that is different than the present and past that made the organization what it is. That is how new organizations culturize new employees. Tell them, yes, we hired you for the skills that you bring to the organization. Now help us think differently, think innovatively, and think in a future that's different than what we understood in the past. Everybody enjoy the day.